again.
I'm starting to get up to 3 years of experience in my position. It's a strange thought.
I'm gonna be 5, like, by the end of this year.
Yeah, it's like counting internships. Counting my internship, I'm at about 5.
It's so crazy.
It's strange. Strange thoughts.
I've been at my level for 4.5 years.
I'm gonna be making increasingly poignant arguments about the level I should be at. Yeah, I'm still at my entry position. I'm like, yeah, I really feel.
Oh, yeah.
Where my money at?
Yeah. There was a time 2 or more years ago where I wanted to get promoted again, and then I realized I wasn't actually ready, but now I've been ready for over a year, so.
Yeah, that's like the problem. So I think one of the problems that I'm facing is that on my team is literally 3 people, and we've got one guy with 20 years of industry experience, one dude who has a PhD in computer science, and he's also legitimately like a prodigy. Like, he's really, really good at coding, and I've got a BA in English, so like, the argument is kind of stacked against me in anything I can hope to achieve in my position. But I actually really like my work and working with both those people, so like, it's all stacked against me, but I kind of make enough and I'm generally happy with my job. It's been a tough argument to make, but I do still kind of want a promotion.
Yeah, my promotion kind of came because, like, my team got split in half, and there was just kind of a short amount of hands at the time.
Yeah. We had 8 people 2 years ago. We've got 3 now.
Oof.
We'll believe it. My old team lead, she opened a bakery.
That actually, my team 2 years ago, well, a year and a half ago, we failed to deliver a giant project, and lo and behold, we lost like 50% of the team. What are the odds, right?
Oh, man. I remember you saying, you're like, I'm not too happy with my team.
No.
Probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was a dark time. I was the only person at my level, and I'm not by any means like a high senior SDE level in the company. I was the highest level on my team. So I'm just like, ooh, this is a lot of pressure.
Alright, I'm starting up my stream. My Minecraft is loaded. All systems phenomenal.
Oh, here's a question. If you use more compressed gravel, does it generate more resources?
Oh no, you can only do a single level of compression.
Boo. Okay, well then I'm glad I didn't have it continue compressing.
You got the sieve, the heavy sieve, the heavier sieve, the really heavy sieve.
Okay.
We could sift the sun itself if it ever got down here.
So yeah, the one thing that's problematic with leaving the server running is the sieve just ran out of space, so it can't even process anymore.
Okay, but I mean, our problem is that we're filled with stuff, which is
like
problems to have.
Problematic for automation, not problematic like it costs us anything.
So what we can do is we can make a if we have a drawer controller, you can just input stuff into that, then they go into drawers that then house one of each type of resources. I think up to 4 per drawer. And then we can put void upgrades on the drawers so that then that just runs forever, and then it makes things that we need and stuff, and we pull them as we need them.
Well,
So, hundreds of drawers.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, because it's outputting these weird ore pieces.
Yeah.
I want to craft those into the actual ores and then just run them through this pulverizer redstone furnace and then into the system.
So pretty much, I think at that point, I show you how the automation system works.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely run all that through the system over here.
Okay. Do I want to do that?
I mean, why not? Right? Like,
Well-
you can do it. You can handle it.
The downside being then we'd be storing these ore pieces in the system, but
Well, you can use an external storage bus to store them preferentially somewhere else.
oh,
So that that's one of the main benefits of that drawer controller is that uses a single channel to store literally however much stuff is connected, however many drawers are connected to the storage channel. So that's later on when we get to the point where it's like I always want to have 64 bronze gears on hand no matter what. Like I will have there'll be a drawer controller with a single one on it, stack limited to 1 with bronze gears in there, and then it will just always keep that filled with 1 stack of bronze gears,
okay.
and it will be great. We do have a little bit of a split in the base because all AE system storage all of the AE system can access anything in RF tools, and it uses RF tools to store it. But not necessarily everything that's in the AE system is in the RF storage. Because some other stuff is available elsewhere. Oh, you do have a little section of all the ores set up here.
Oh yeah.
Did you get a silk touch?
No.
Okay. Literally everything here doesn't drops as a block. I see.
Yes. Or I got it out of the sieve.
Okay, I see. Alright, what was I working on? I was automating more things.
Oh, how do I connect the output of the redstone furnace to the system?
Okay. I think we're gonna overhaul it a little bit. Okay, let me... Josh, do you want the rundown of how the ME system works too?
Maybe I should.
Okay, I'll wait for you then. Okay, so I've got a little bit more to do over there because currently I set it up all janky-like over here. So I will unjankify this.
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't actually. I actually set it up pretty nice. I didn't realize that. I did the right thing. What's this? Where's the output of it?
Should be this right chest over here. This is the output from the furnace.
Oh, okay. Do you want to import that into the system, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So the way that we do that, we need import bus. Which the system really should know how to make, but it doesn't. That's a very long drop.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
Well, on the plus side, according to the sanity checker, I look like I'm still mostly sane.
Good.
Yeah, a slime slot. Interesting shot. Let's forgot about this. Hey, am I going to the factory building?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, when you get to the base, I'll tell you that right now I have a transport that goes between the two
Yep.
Yeah.
to make life
When's
easier.
that going up to my magical house?
That's a
Whenever
good
you
question.
make it do
depends
so.
how far away it is.
It's right up this mountain. You can see it from the front door.
Front door of mine or yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Up there somewhere?
Do you
Okay.
need your LOD turned up? So I can see it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I can see your mountain from... Actually, I think I can see it from base. Hold on.
No, it's a cloud obstructing it.
Oh, well.
It's turn clouds off.
But clouds are so thematic.
Okay. Do you have that fancy hut over there?
Ooh, you're barely out of range.
Where are clouds at? I don't like them.
But yes.
Options,
Clouds
video
off.
settings.
Alright.
Yeah, you got the hut on the hill that's brightly lit.
Okay, I see. Alright. So, welcome to the ME system. Alright, so we've got crafting CPUs here. These are what actually craft things. Currently, we're able to craft 2 different things at once. The size of this crafting storage is how much stuff can be held in the interim to actually craft something. So, like, if you're trying to craft, like, 100 solar panels at once, it won't work, because it can't hold all the materials to actually craft all of it.
Oh, interesting.
So we can make bigger ones. We just have a hobbyist processing at the moment. These are the molecular assemblers, so these are what's actually crafting things. So you have, there's two parts to it. You have the molecular assembler itself, which is just a glorified crafting table. Glorified automatic crafting table, and then stuck to the side of each of these is the ME interfaces. So the ones far to the right are the ones that actually have things in them. So these are all the patterns that it knows how to make. So then when you ask for something, if you request something from the system that knows how to make, it will go through any pattern that it knows, crafting them until it eventually returns what you want from it.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
There's so you can see at the bottom here I have a smart cable there. That shows you, the smart cables show this concept of channels, which is one of the limiting factors of the ME system, is you can only have, by default, 32 channels going to a controller face. And I'm doing a little bit of black magic with peer-to-peer tunnels to make that move around a little bit better, but so here you can see I'm using 6 channels total. That's because there's 6 interfaces. These molecular assemblers don't actually use a channel. They just need power from the ME system.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go downstairs.
Yeah. Oh, to the secret back area.
Alright, so over here is where I actually have my ME controller. It's
Shiny.
wedged in the middle there. So then there's stuck to the side of it, there are these peer-to-peer tunnels. What these basically do is it's a remote connection. So they are always made in pairs. We have one stuck to the side of the controller, and then one somewhere else off of it, so that then anywhere on the other side of it, it works as if it's connected to the same ME network. So since they're stuck directly to the side of the controller, each of them gets 32 channels wherever the other side of it is. So that way you can move stuff around and get access to the ME controller far away. So this ME conduit here that I have running through, all it does is just carry the peer-to-peer connection. It doesn't actually have any of the... It doesn't actually do any of that, because each peer-to-peer tunnel uses 1 channel as well, or 2 total rather. And then this cable goes all the way back to base. So on the other side of this, there's a peer-to-peer tunnel, which is providing currently 32 channels over there, but we could hook up more then. The only limiting factor for how large you can scale an AE system is how many of these, how many channels you have, which you can just stick more of these ME controllers together so long as it's a square shape. So I'd just move this energy acceptor and just keep putting more ME controllers down if we ever need more channel.
So
Basically, each machine is 1 channel.
So you turn into like a 2x2x2 and then a 3x3x3?
That's like pretty much any cubicle structure. Well, it's actually like it has to be... It'd be like you can do a cube without the center of it, but it has to be more or less like a line. It can't do... You can't have like an actual solid block of it.
Oh. So if you wanted to upgrade this, you'd have to do a 3x3x3 that doesn't have any of the middle blocks?
Yeah, that, a solid line also works.
Oh, okay.
Anything vaguely rectangular, which includes a single line. Okay, so this is where we actually have all the This wall is special and doesn't really matter too much. This is just what makes all the logic processors, and I did it in the quickest way possible.
Got it.
That makes all those, which are then used to make the ME stuff, like export buses and import buses and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have actual auto processing on the right. So you can see on the side, I've got, on some of these machines, I have ME interfaces. So these are providing the patterns of how you actually make that. The patterns that show the system how to actually make a particular item. So then, for example, in this one we have, in this guy we have all the patterns for the plate.
Cool.
So it has like it uses one copper ingot to make one copper plate. To actually set a pattern, we have the pattern terminal here. So this has two modes. It either has the processing pattern. It either has a furnace mode where you just tell it what it makes. This is useful for when you have something that's crafted not in the ME system. Like this compactor is handling all of the plates. It's another machine is doing it. It's not something that you can craft on a crafting table.
Right.
And then the other mode is the actual crafting mode. So would be things that don't need machine processing. But it can use things that have to be processed in a machine, but ultimately stuff that just craft. So if you made one
say I want alchemical bronze plates, how would I add this?
Okay, so first we'd figure out how do you actually make those.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Alchemical, what was it?
Brass, not bronze. So now we can hammer them. I think we can plate press them. Yeah, they can be compacted.
They're called alchemical...
Press.
I don't see an alchemical... Okay, so alchemical brass plates.
It's definitely an alchemical brass ingot. No, just call it brass plate. My bad.
Man, I do not see this at all. Anyway, what you would do... Okay, I'll talk you through it. So you click on this pattern terminal.
Yep.
You turn it over to furnace mode. That's crafting mode. Alright. On furnace mode, you have controls over both the inputs and the outputs, because you're teaching the system what it needs to do. The system has no idea. It just blindly stuffs things into somewhere and then just hopes that something else comes out of it that's appropriate. So you can put totally invalid recipes in here. But this is useful because that means, like, I can make Gaia Steel by just stuffing a bunch of things into a box, and it just optimistically hopes that it works.
So I would need a brass plate to finish this on. Yeah,
so what you can do is just
compact it real quick.
Yeah, just compactor it. Put it in the output. Then you click encode on the right there. Take that. If you hold shift, you can see that it will tell you what the recipes are that are holding it.
Gotcha. And you stick it into the compactor?
You just stick it into the interface. Yeah, that's it. Any system can now make this.
Cool. How do I request crafting?
So, unfortunately, we can't do that with the storage tablet.
Gotcha.
From the pattern terminal, if you do that, basically, you'd pull out any that are in the system preferentially, and then when there are none in the system, then it will ask you if you want to make them instead.
Okay.
And then you can order as many as you want.
So, can I just create patterns to turn all the ore pieces into ores?
Yep, that'd be my thought, is you just make patterns for it, and then stick them all onto the molecular samples. Oh, important note, how do I actually tell my machines to get things? Like, how do I actually make it craft something?
Yeah.
So for those, we have, on the sides of some of these, like on this guy, we have an export bus. So you can see that this export bus is exporting silicon, and then it also has this crafting card in there. So that's saying, give me silicon. If you don't have any silicon, craft it from the system. And that's noteworthy because over there in the enricher, then we can actually make silicon here from sand. So then it will order more silicon to put in there as it needs it. Basically, that's how we're going to store things on hand later, is through exporters that are crafting. And then also we have, on the front of these, I've got storage buses. So this is how you make things available to the system that are not actually stored in the AE system. These are an external interface to
So
to that.
I'd get a storage bus and connect it with some sort of conduit.
Yeah. So a storage bus makes it part of the system. If you actually want to pull it into the system, you use an import bus then. The
Okay.
difference being that storage buses will not move anything out of the box. And that's fine for this, because I only want one stack of them on hand at all times, so I just have a storage bus on there.
I had a question.
Okay. Yep.
So can you set it, like, if I had a drawer,
Yes.
can I set it so it crafts up to filling the drawer and then just have a storage bus and it won't craft anymore?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
so what you if you had a drawer, you can lock the drawer so that anything in the drawer can't be, like, you can't change what is stored in there. So then
Yeah.
you could just put your plate in there and then export plates into there, and it'll only export one stack of plates in. It'll only export as many as the drawer can hold. There's a storage limiter where you can only hold one stack of it. And then if you also put a storage bus on there, then it will do that.
Okay, so to put it all together, if I wanted to set up that sieve to automatically craft ingots,
Yep.
so it creates the ore pieces, I have to set up a thing to craft the pieces into ore, throw those into the crusher, throw that into the furnace, get out the ingots, and then put those into a drawer somewhere.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
And we can configure the system to automatically keep a certain amount around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, we can, if you put it into a box of something, then it will do any crafting in order to do. Later on, there's I think one of our mods has an infinite storage of things, so eventually we'll set up just a one-to-one relationship with a boatload of those, so like hold an infinite amount of iron ingots and other things we care about. But for now, we're just dumping it all into the refined storage system, which should be fine for the interim. Okay, so let's go look over at the other base, and I'll show you the channel that's actually running over there. So down here, this is the actual peer-to-peer tunnel. So on the right here, this goes back to the ME controller. So then on the other side of this peer-to-peer tunnel, then how's this getting power? It shouldn't be getting power. Anyway, this gets 32 channels off this then. So I've got dense ME conduit. Dense can hold 32. And then there's normal ME conduit, which I've got over here. These can only run 8. If you get it wrong, then if you have it where the channels get overloaded, then things start going offline.
Okay.
But it's easy. It's not too big of a deal, because then you can just change it later. But the main difference between the ME conduit and the smart conduit is that the smart ones show you how much is going through it.
Okay.
Which can be pretty useful.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yep.
So how did you just super teleport?
Oh, okay. So over here, we've got this block. If you stand on that and then stare vaguely over in the direction of where my base is, where the ME system is, you
Oh,
can
I
see
see.
through the wall. If you press
Yeah.
space, you can teleport on it right there.
Or shift, apparently.
Oh, really? Just kind of elbow you off there. Yeah, space or shift, I guess. So then we'd probably get 1 or maybe 2 to get up to your base then. Just travel anchors.
How many blocks is it?
They're not. I don't know. Oh, it's like literally at its maximum, right where it is right there. So it's probably 2, but they're not terribly expensive to make. Okay. And how far do they go? You just wander around aimlessly in the hill until they don't connect anymore. I've got one with me here. I'll try to get as high up as I can.
Okay. So I guess the real question is it worth throwing all these pieces through the auto processing room? It seems
Probably.
like a lot of extra effort.
Yeah, but then you never have to do the effort again.
That's fair. Well, I mean, is there a simpler way to just take 4 random items, put them into a cube, and throw the output somewhere else?
Yeah, you could just use like RF tools crafters or something if you want to do that instead. That is an option. Okay, so that one got most of the way there. You don't have to feed it all through the molecular assemblers, because strictly speaking, this is just a way of having it all in the system. It's a way of centralizing. There's definitely, you could do automation without it, without the ME system.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth flooding that system with this when this is specific.
I'd look at the RF tool crafters, the RF tool crafter 3, because that one can have, I think, 12 different recipes it knows how to make. So, you could theoretically just put all of them in there and then just import the conclusion of that into wherever your furnaces is. Or even just then pipe it right from that over to a furnace and just have at it. So that only the finished product would actually go into the system. Because you're right, it's a lot of interim processing that doesn't really need to be in the system. I'd probably put it all in just because I'm lazy, but we can scale the system. You're not wrong, though.
Okay.
What's it working on?
Ooh, the system doesn't know how to craft sticks.
Do we have a Fortune 1 Silk Touch enchanted item?
No, I don't think so. I'll put it in, I'm at.
Although, actually, now that I look at it, maybe it does know how. It just doesn't have any wood.
Oh, that's entirely possible. No, it's got oak wood. Doesn't know how to make planks.
Oh.
Yeah, it knows how to make planks. You can also go to, there's a craftable only menu. On the far left, you can view stored to craftable. So then if you look at craftable, then you can see what's missing on there pretty easily.
I see, okay.
But yeah, you're right. I just put it in, though. So let's see. One more travel anchor. Where do you want this travel anchor? It can go pretty much anywhere in your base.
Well, my first thought was in the middle of this fountain, but then I realized that would be a pain in the butt to get up to every time. So, I don't know. I guess we can just do this block.
Looking good.
Nice.
All this barrier stone you have. I love it.
Yeah. Keeps the stuff out. I don't know how to actually use these turrets, but I got them in a box and I thought they looked cool, so put them down. I think I need to give them power. Ruby bullets.
Okay. So, my 2 missions were teach the system how to make molecular assemblers and how to make import buses, because that's everything else that.
So is there a way for me to be lazy with crafting, or do I have to go down to the base to get crafted stuff?
Oh. Let's think about that for a moment. I could run.
So I could get like an NB controller.
Yeah, we could run you a cable all the way over there. Which is hilarious, but actually not too bad of an idea.
Yeah, just go through the mountain.
Yeah. So you could definitely just run an ME conduit all the way over there. And then I'd just give you a peer-to-peer tunnel. And then you have 32 channels to play with, and then give you more if you needed them. Right, Alpha, you are sitting on my spacebar. I kind of need another one of these ME controllers, though. Which will be an undertaking.
You haven't just been given an ME controller lately in the crafting boxes?
No, not recently. These kind of suck to make. It's like a bunch of... It was really quite miraculous getting this one.
I think I went through and opened all my boxes last time. No, I have not.
I feel like I should just... For the furnace, like I should just have the, redstone one in there, because that was faster than anything I've ever seen.
Is there an angry Enderman somewhere?
Yeah, I got him though. He was just hanging out behind my base, behind the wall over here. I saw him through a hole in the wall. Like, buddy, you gotta go. You just can't
As
stay.
they do.
think it's just. One of the things that we do need to do is get a wireless for the ME system, because then you can actually just order stuff anywhere. Oh, we had a machine frames. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot. We were going to import this into the system.
Yeah. Yeah, this chest right here.
This chest right here, officer.
That's the one. Why are you not pulling? Oh, no it did. It just took a while. And I don't know. Oh, it's pulling silver very slowly. And crafting it. And putting that into chest, and chest is pulverizing. Alright, so it is working.
Okay, now it's pulling into the system. There's kind of an ore floating on. There's things being thrown.
I don't know why.
Oh, it's not pulling out of the mesh fast enough. So then it's throwing it.
Wait, what? It's not pulling wood out of the thing fast enough.
Okay, so these are coming out of the autosieve. The autosieve, it doesn't have room to put its things, so it's throwing them.
Oh, it does that? Interesting.
Apparently.
Okay, so I need a better servo.
Yes.
That is fine.
Oh, these have speed modes on them, by the way. Looks like it's currently set to slow, these crafters.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
Now, one of the things we should keep in mind is the generator only generates so quickly, so eventually it'll work through its backlog and then it'll slow down.
Yes, that's true.
But until then, it's just kind of throwing everything. And it's not like using a faster servo costs me much. In fact, we just have a resonant servo right here. Okay, good.
Did we ever do anything inside the deep dark?
No. I started tunneling to the base floor and then left. That's as far as I get.
So it's like walk past it. I was like, oh yeah, we kind of have this thing that I never looked at.
The Deep Dark has far greater resource concentrations than the Overworld. So, like, if we did actually just need things and stuff, we should probably just mine in the Deep Dark.
Can we build like quarries and stuff?
Wait.
Can we do what?
Are quarries still a thing? I feel like yes.
I think so. IMAT's kind of working on a post-scarcity error solution over here, though.
Yeah.
Basically, like, you know how Ex Nihilo has civs? It's literally sieving. It's literally sieving an infinite amount of resources. That's in this pack. So it's over there just going nuts. Say that it just became nighttime and we ran out of power, though. Which is,
We need an NPC that the only thing he does is go to sleep.
Wait, we ran out of power at night? We burned through the 250,000 energy? Or we're just using more than it can output at a time?
yeah. I mean, this does use quite a lot of power. Do you want this servo as always on?
Eventually, yes.
Okay, alright. I'll just leave you do this. I'm just over here just spectating, like, what's going on?
I'll figure it out eventually. Alright.
Just the peanut gallery.
There, we filter. We waitlist that. And then for my last trick, I have to get the final output just directly into that chest, which is doable. And this is going to give us the diamonds and emeralds. Boom. Now, assuming the speed is good enough, I think this will all just work.
Does Ex Nihilo make whatchamacallit, Thaumcraft gems though?
It might in some fashion, but probably not. Like, probably not what we have set up already. There may be some recipe that makes it. Oh, no, there's other ways for you to make your gems, and
Yeah, I think
you have,
that's
like, crystal seeds and things, I think.
Boom. The system works.
Oh, and more
Pairing with the
3 machine
system.
frame. It's working on things and stuff.
Oh, it doesn't know what to do with Cinnabar, so we might just fill up with Cinnabar over time, but you know what? I don't really care.
That's the spirit.
Oh no, it can melt... It can convert Cinnabar into Quicksilver, so... it doesn't even matter. Yeah, the whole system is working. It's a tangled mess of item ducts.
That doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Aren't we all just a tangled mess of item ducts?
Yeah. No.
Certainly hope not. Yeah, this thing does use 1024 FE per tick, which seems pretty high.
I don't really know how high, though.
Yeah, again, that whole context thing. Definitely missing it.
It is, in fact, a large number.
Yeah, now my civ's just not fast enough. Which, you know what, I'm okay with.
What a problem.
Yeah. So I did that. Another goal I had was... if I set up a redstone furnace over here to turn logs into charcoal. I think that's a good thing. I also have to go check how much dirt I have. Not a lot, it turns out. And I'm just like producing all the apples.
I would suggest turning the apples into better food, but I get so much food out of these loot boxes.
We get a lot of food out of these loot boxes.
It's crafting it. Yeah, I just love being able to order just the machine casings.
Yeah, that is necessary. Yes, we have most ores are automatically generated over time.
I'm gonna have to automate steel production though.
Yes. Real question, what does black quartz go into? Because we have a ton of it.
It's using actually additions junk.
Okay. It's all very, very dark and hard to see. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, lenses and item filters. A lot of things can crush it into crushed black quartz. Quartz, is that something we want?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you can just melt that back in a normal black quartz, though.
You can, which is... yeah, the sieve produces crushed, and I'm smelting it into just regular. I don't know if I want to disable that, though. I'm just going to leave it. It's fine. Ooh, we've almost worked through the backlog of compressed gravel. I came over here to make a redstone furnace.
So somewhere around here, yeah, there's a thermionic fabricator.
Yep. Let's go.
Alright, 8 more machine frames.
Ooh. That's very good.
And it was easy.
Well, now that we have the vast majority of the components made for us.
I literally just ordered all of the component parts and then just left.
Perfect. So we're gonna kill that off and hope I grabbed it. And then do that and somehow get power over to it. Huh.
Sitting here like, we seem to be out of power. And I'm like, can I sleep in this bed? I can sleep in this bed. Nice missing channel. Uh-oh. I think I tanked something. Oh, okay, never mind. Might have just been booting the system back up. Speaking of which, I really need to get some auxiliary power for this guy. Not auxiliary. I mean, I can have like energy storage that then I have a battery for the ME system, so the ME system can stay up longer than everything else.
I did it. The energy cell was set to consume the power we were giving it, and then never give anything back.
Yes, feed, grow large, my energy cell.
So, maybe I changed it. I thought I just changed it to both consume and output power, but I don't think it's doing that. I might just put another cable on it.
Do you have the power There's like the power cell from Mechanism, and then there's the applied energy. There's the thermal expansion one. Which one do you have there?
This is the thermal expansion energy cell.
Okay, those are pretty reliable. My main problem with the thermal expansion one is that they're just one. Not the thermal expansion, the Mechanism one. It like can only input and output on certain sides, which it just requires way too much configuration.
Hmm. Okay, yes. I believe our base is at a pretty extreme power net negative.
Okay, so maybe that's something. What do we want to do for that then, I guess? Is the real question.
It is the real question.
I feel like we could do more of these wind generators, but I don't know.
Clearly we just have to go nuclear. The nuclear option is always correct.
That's true.
I just want to point out, I'm at that the first modded Minecraft server ever connected to Kevin Van was an exploded base after a nuclear reactor was built.
You blow up one base, and they never let you hear the end of it.
So at your own risk, you know.
You blow up one beautiful tree base. I think. Oh, are you using these apples?
I am not using those apples, and I need to be.
Okay. I was like, I think you can scale this up a little bit. You can also, for these aqueous accumulators, you can also use a machine frame on those to make them run faster.
I don't need them to run faster.
Okay. Alright. Once again, I will stop voyeuristically following you around and go.
Well, I mean,
Gotta do my thing.
it's fine. I don't know everything, but I think I understand what's going on here.
I absolutely love the tangled mess of cables that is over there.
Yes. Oh yeah, that part's fantastic.
I just in general like all these item duct. I love that just item duct heavy automation, like, or just these transfer pipes going everywhere. It's pretty great. I'm a huge fan of it actually.
I think we've proven with Factorio. My goal is make it as dense and complicated as possible.
Yeah.
People don't need to understand how it works, only that it works.
Density is the prime measure of automation.
It's true. Alright, so here's the real question. This is using 125 RF per tick. This is outputting 600. So yes, we can make this redstone furnace a little better. Oh boy, what is it? Upgrade? Yeah, upgrade kit.
Don't know what an ore magnet is, but I found one.
That sounds good.
Okay, we'll take that. And to make one of these. And then I'm thinking we'll just make one of these. Cryothium seems pretty easy to get.
Yeah. Cryothium.
Alright, well we have none of it, so maybe it's a little less easy than I assumed. Okay, so I have to figure out what to do with these apples, because they're... I think I
You
can...
make like a biofuel generator.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, well, hold on.
Oh, actually, the total is. So, if you go into the other room, I actually have a biofuel generator in there over there. Although, possibly melting it down into ethanol is still more efficient.
Can you ferment this into... I assume you can.
Yeah, apples, you gotta be able to. There's just no
Oh,
way.
no fuel. Huh. That's why my fermenter's not running. Don't remember what kind of fuel it takes. That kind of fuel.
And stick the ethanol back into it.
Okay. This is doing its fermenting, so I need another fermenter. Ooh, industrial fermenter. That's like the kind of thing I want. Yeah, so it does go in the bioreactor, but... the culinary generator. It doesn't go in the forestry fermenter. Huh.
No, it's convenient. I went to the Highlands and this kobold delivered me a book. And this is the toxic rainstorm area. Twilight Forest is weird.
Copper wire is literally only stamped out on a metal press. It feels like kind of a waste to have a metal press to literally just stamp copper wire.
Mm.
But if you just really need that copper wire, I mean, what's a person
What
to
can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? Well, it's easy. I can cheat handcraft a bunch.
Alright, looks like I'm making an industrial fermenter.
That sounds industrious.
Doesn't it, though? Oh, I was gonna put a chest here. Which means I'm gonna need a servo. Servo says?
Hello. No treated sticks. Oh no, wait a minute, that's terrible.
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't sound great.
Oh wait, no, treated sticks are fine. Those are just made from treated wood. I was thinking of impregnated sticks.
Oh, yeah. Impregnated sticks were pretty bad. What do you impregnate them with?
Seed oil, and it's awful.
Maybe I should turn these apples into seed oil. Or some percentage of them.
I don't think they can become seed oil. They get squeezed into fruit juice.
Oh.
That's the worst part about seed oil, is that it's literally only squeezed from seed.
Yeah, okay, so if you... Hold on. I've seen this. I've heard about this.
In my dreams.
I've
seen.
There is... No, none of these things. Centrifugal separator gets you apple seeds and apple juice.
Oh, okay.
And then the
right.
seeds can be fluid transposed into seed oil. Or
right.
squeezed into seed oil.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, so do we want to set that up? Or should we...
I mean, what don't we want to set up, right?
Should we maybe consider fixing power first? Ooh, sweet and sour meatballs. That sounds delicious.
There's some points when you're, like, adding furnaces to the system where it's like, I feel like this is just kind of a waste. But the system's gotta know.
Yeah, a lot of things are made out of furnaces.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that furnaces are annoying to make in this pack, too.
I just remembered that I have a laser gun.
Oh, yeah.
Are annoying
I
to make
want to
in
make
this.
one of those.
It's pretty easy. I made mine out of... What did I make it out of? At least iron. I can tell you that much.
Go on.
That was like quartz or something for the glass. It was something really simple for the glass. Let's see what happened to these cotton seeds. The stupid double jump off the pumpkins happened to these cotton seeds.
Nope, not the reception coil, although I will take those. Oh no, we don't have any redstone transmission coils. Alright, what is it, 16? So 64 redstone and 4 silver gets me 4 of these things.
If you put a, I have a metallurgic and I have an infuser over there. If you put a redstone in there, it becomes a compressed redstone, which just literally makes it 8 times as effective. So it uses 1/8 of the redstone if you use that additional step.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's like a Okay, let me wander over there.
Because I know about the metallurgic infuser, and that's what I was going to use, but...
Okay, yeah, so the enrichment chamber.
Oh.
If you go you can enrich all the stuff that goes into the catalyst slot in the metallurgic infuser, and it gets 8 times more potent.
I see. I'm going to enrich a bunch of redstone.
Yeah, so literally what I'm doing right now is working on making all of the stuff in the metallurgic infusers automated. I'm literally making 4 metallurgic infusers at the moment. So hopefully that'll all be in the past.
That would be nice.
I've been trying. All I want to do is make another. All I want is to just make another ME controller. And here I am automating steel production and the 4 metallurgic infusers. I had a goal once.
We all had a goal once.
I had such big dreams.
This is 8 times as effective?
Yes, they're good. They're important.
That is important. So 2 of these. So that's 2 to 1 silver. Which means if I had a stack of 64 redstone, I need 32 silver, and I'll have a really good system.
Yes.
I can just power out a bunch of these. Okay. Enchanted fabric, you say? What a completely normal thing for us to have.
Nothing weird and magical going on here.
Nope.
Heresy!
So here's a question.
Aberration.
If I have a magmatic dynamo and a magma crucible, are we power positive?
No.
Didn't think so.
Those are not power positive.
Yeah,
That
I was
would
even
be false.
I was even hoping you'd say no, cause
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Wish granted. No.
oh. Unless we turn some machines off, we are now... Oh, I think the sieve is running far less often. So our cell is actually full right now.
Oh, it also probably depends on how much my automation room is running at any given time.
Ooh, that's a good point, yeah. I'm sure that takes just all the power.
It uses a decent amount of it. So it's like if you do a large batch craft, we might need a decent amount. We honestly might be able to sustain it just if we had enough power storage due to the fact that all of ours is just renewable. Eventually we won't, but it might be a short-term solution, just beef up power storage.
Alright, let's go apply these coils, make our system a little better. Goodbye.
There appears to be some kind of artifacts on the left side of my screen, so I'm kind of hoping this solves it.
The artifact?
Yeah. Not like video card artifact, but like Minecraft artifacts.
I'm not sure I understand the distinction, actually, now that I think about it.
Apparently they just showed us a synthesized heavy belt with the implicit 13% increased life recovery rate.
13% increased life recovery. Wait, that sounds really good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, rough.
Yeah, those are still there. I don't know what to do with this. Am I going crazy?
Check the sanity meter!
Sanity... Oh wait, sanity meter the problem? Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Right.
If you're going insane, can you trust your sanity meter?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, apparently the sanity meter plus the crafting gauntlet causes artifacts. They're not supposed to be used in the same at the same time. But I have my sanity meter in my offhands. So yeah.
Are you legitimately going crazy now?
No, you just can't use sanity checker in your offhand while you have to cast the gauntlet. That's crazy talk.
It does sound a little crazy. What bitrate do you have, I'm at? Do you use for streaming?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Why?
I thought you were a professional. I'm sorry.
I don't even know how to get to that anymore. Wait, hold
Okay.
on.
He's a sham.
On
Stream.
my,
Hmm.
I just noticed because I just went up at one point to like 4,000 kilobit per second bitrate while streaming. I'm like, that seems like a lot for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
if
not-
it gets too high, then viewers have problems with it.
I'm at 2,500.
2,500. How do
Yeah.
I feel about that? That doesn't seem too high.
No, I don't... Yeah, no, I'm not a professional streamer. I don't know what money you think I'm making here.
Bringing in those sweet Twitch bucks.
Literal zeros.
Sold out for that. Those sweet, sweet Twitch bucks.
Is there a way to make my viz go up?
In your area? Because this
Yeah.
is just from that. I don't think so. I think there's like a. You can like refract it from other areas or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm trying to make the thing, but I don't have enough viz. I wonder if I can just take all my table to a different chunk.
It generates over time. I know that.
Yeah, but it's taking too long. I'm taking this to another chunk.
That's the spirit. The thaumaturgic way. If the going gets tough, the tough get going.
There we go. Don't worry, I'm just doing magic in the technology room. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that.
Excuse me.
Base
Oh
dead.
my god. If you make a bunch of taint here and then we have to burn
I'm
this
not
place to the
doing that
ground.
kind of magic.
Uh-huh.
Just crafting.
Yeah, I see.
Don't worry, I'm leaving. But this thing I made is taking viz from the surrounding 9 chunks now, so you know, it should be alright.
Okay, so the tree farm appears to be currently power positive. It's got some problems though.
Okay.
One, this fermenter keeps running out of fertilizer because it goes through much faster than the tree farm does.
Okay.
And two, these apples. So I think I'm gonna export these apples in such a way that we can turn them into seed oil.
Alright. Okay, yeah.
This all
That
makes
sounds
sense. Okay. And that means I don't have to deal with immersive engineering industrial fermenter. This thing actually produces far more ethanol than this single dynamo can handle, so I should probably put another dynamo here.
Yeah, I want to get my tubes and stuff set up.
Okay. An enrichment chamber. Did you mean to put all these compressed redstones in here, Emmett? There's like a bunch of them flying around in here.
In the enrichment chamber?
Yeah.
Well, they were supposed to go into the metallurgic infuser to infuse all that silver.
Okay. All of them?
Yeah,
Okay. I was like, I wasn't sure whether you calculated it out or not.
I
Or you
did.
Smash crafting it. Okay.
at least
That's
I
fine, then.
believe I did, assuming everything works the way I thought it does.
Alright, well, I whizzed them all in there, so. We're out of power. Because this runs off solar.
Ah. Cool. Infused.
So I need an enrichment chamber.
So why can't we do this? Because we don't have hardened glass. We have hardened iridium glass, but not hardened copper glass.
We've got to be getting low on steel. We are getting low on steel. Okay, I'm working on it.
Oh, you can also use fused quartz. Okay, that's what I want.
Is there another crafting terminal?
No, it's just that one. You can technically make things at the pattern terminal, but the problem with that is that the pattern terminal will show ingredients for anything it knows how to make, not anything it actually has, so it's a little bit annoying to actually craft things with them.
Gotcha.
Starting to run out of room here, I think.
Time to dig.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that or I'd just start using the other wall. Or I can put them up top, too.
No, I have to use this as my king workbench. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's about right.
I can't use fancy things like auto crafting.
There is auto crafting that for you alchemically inclined, but it's a little bit weird.
I'm listening.
It's part of your research. I don't know. You'll find it eventually.
Yeah. Alright, I'll get there eventually.
The alchemically inclined.
Feels really odd to basically be completely segregated from everyone else.
What was
You
that?
guys
I
are
can't
having
hear
a
you
good
from over here.
time. Your ME systems and I'm just up here on my mountain. Yelling at clouds.
Who let you be so high up there?
Okay, I think upgrade kits are something I'm gonna try and make auto-craftable?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Especially, like, hardened. So, here comes my foray into that. Deal with the rest of this junk later.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, sure.
At least this thing's letting me use iron plates instead of making me use like thaumium plates or something.
Oh, you have to do a double hop to get over to here?
Yeah, it's just a little bit too far.
Ooh, this is fancy. Nice fountain.
Yeah, I'm currently hooking up all my nice little jars here.
Mm-hmm. I've really never done Thaumcraft, so this all looks
I
like
did it a
stuff.
long time ago, and it's been very much changed since then.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool stuff once I get there. Soon you guys will be jealous.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be flying around shooting fireballs.
Uh-huh.
While being literally crazy.
Yeah, I might be shooting fireballs at you guys because you look like zombies or something, but
There's
who
a...
knows?
At one point you develop an unnatural hunger, so look forward to that, I guess.
How do I use the direction tube?
Got it.
Crazy? Is compressed carbon not...
Do we have a pulverizer or anything running on here?
We have a crushing factory. That's right here.
Crushing factory.
Yeah, you can see the recipes ended above it.
Ooh, okay. So, you just come to this. What is this? A mechanism basic crushing factory. Although,
You could just look up things for crushers. Crushers is like you can upgrade any of the mechanism machines to have the multiple parallel processing, and then they just become factories.
so it's, yeah, mechanism crusher.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this enrichment chamber to be a factory. Okay, what was that? Steel. feel like I might run out of channels over here sometime soon. Do I have an easy way to find out when I run out of channels? Yes.
Set an alarm.
False.
Oh, I think I ruined one of the patterns. I think I did it wrong. Yeah, that's totally wrong. Can I overwrite a pattern?
Yeah, shift right click with it.
Okay, good. Oof. Oofda. No. Ah. Oh, I suspect you were messing around with the links.
Yeah, I want to see how many channels I'm using over here.
Alright.
7. That's not right. I'm using way more than 7 channels. But if it thinks it's right, that's very wrong. We're gonna have a problem here. Oh, maybe it is right. It doesn't feel right.
Okay. So we can now make bronze gears.
Okay, alright.
Now I just have to set up Invar blend, which requires pulverizing 2 more things. Yep, we have enough room on this interface for that. I think that's what it is. Is there a better way to craft this?
Oh, you can also make alloys in an induction furnace usually.
Yeah. Do we have an induction furnace?
No.
Do we have an alloy furnace?
No, those are even harder.
Do we have an induction smelter?
No. Just saying though, you have options.
I think I'm gonna work on an induction smelter. Save some space. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Yeah, well.
Just the sounds of the room coming to life.
Sounds pretty good. Alright, we have an induction smelter. Where do you want it?
You just put it on the end of the line over here. Or on the floor, or above it. It doesn't matter. Just wherever. Just wherever. And then I just hook them up just like these guys. So over here I've got the simpler redstone machine. So currently I have all the exports exporting on purple channels using item conduits. This is just so that I don't have to use an ME. I don't have to use an ME cable in order to import it back into the system here. Functionally, they only use one because actually it's free because they're all dumping into this interface right here, and that all goes into the system anyway. That's just because the only operation for these is import.
I don't suppose we can auto-craft these item conduits.
No, but they're pretty easy to make. Oh, I also just have a bunch of them. Okay, I have 7 of them. I don't think that's anywhere close to enough for you, actually. But there you go.
Alright, I made some. Should I just put it all the way up to the ceiling and go across like you have?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
That's what I do. Because then the future ones can hook in there easily enough.
Oops. Well, I got one extra. It's fine.
Oh, that's fine. I need that one anyway.
Energy conduit I have. Boom. Hello. How are you?
For 75 minutes. I forgot about it.
Are you alive?
I don't know. I'm gonna eat everything we have.
Okay. Do... Alright. Next, I forgot what room I'm in. I need to set up an
Who are
Emmy-
you people?
ME interface with ME glass cable and ME conduit. Everything starts with me.
Let's talk about me for a bit.
Surely that's something we have auto-craftable. Hello? Oh. Goodbye, Minecraft.
Turn down.
Game crash. Well, I guess I'll be back in, 32 days or something. Doesn't take quite that long to start up.
Well, looks like he's dead to me.
Yep, never returning. It was a shame. Yeah, so I'll set this up and set up the pattern for making Invar ingots. And actually, I think I'm gonna... Can you also put bronze through the induction smelter? You have to be able to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So I can clean up some of our excess patterns by doing that.
It's like anything that minimizes processing steps is really good.
Yeah. So I will do that, and then I just have to set up the one pattern to make the hardened upgrade kit. And then I can work on the whatever the next upgrade kit is, the yellow one.
I've been on a 1-hour journey to make more. All I want to do is just make another ME controller, which has led me to automate steel production and a good chunk of the circuits and mechanism. So,
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
yeah. We needed it, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. Then once I have all of this set up, I will work on getting seed oil so we can impregnate sticks.
perfect. I always wanted to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait. Can you make impregnated sticks in an automated way, or can we connect the right tools to the system?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not creating a resource we
Dead
can't use.
end. Waste of time.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to like
Sure.
void all the apple juice. Well, actually, can you just ferment apple juice into something usable?
Yeah, I think you can ferment it in a biofuel.
Okay, so yes, this just gets us more biofuel, which will further supply the...
Yeah, you can ferment it in a biomass.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to clean up my compression dynamo system to accept more of this biomass, or ethanol. Because right now it, the whole densely packed thing,
Not working out.
it's going to be tough to grow, to scale this.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I'm sure it's something I can work through, but...
I'm starting to rapidly approach a time when I just want large amounts of these things made at all hands, made at all times, because the machines run slow. So, like, I just want every available cycle for them to be crafting something.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're just topping off the stores. Plus, when you use like the shift completion for items, then they have them in the system, so you can just grab them then,
Yeah,
as opposed
definitely.
to having to order them.
Yeah. Because getting to a terminal is another manual step. If I can just, like, summon 100 thermal expansion machine frames while I'm down in the mines, that's what I want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Have we ever figured out if we can put the
Channel,
infuser
link to
into the automated system?
What's going on here?
Duck.
Ooh, the beachhead. So how's
Yeah.
Nomcraft still going?
I'm trying to research some artifice.
The beachhead.
Was multi-twitch back up yet? Yay!
Enchanting table. I don't even remember what's inside enchanting tables anymore. Yeah, here's some diamonds. It's not a big deal. We only have 212 diamonds.
Oh no.
Everyone crashes the first time.
We do technically auto-generate diamonds over time, and emeralds. Although I think those are both very slow compared to the other ores. Immersive
I have run
petroleum.
out of ink.
Okay. So, back to where I was. Break
Back
that.
to my mission.
Right, so I need, again, an ME something or other interface. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good, it killed itself this time. This pattern terminal doesn't like me.
I forgot to set something up here.
No crafting CPUs are available.
Yeah, I gotta add some more. Maybe I will do that now. I can't remember if these use a channel or not.
Are they rare eggs? Where do I get them?
I thought we had a bunch of them.
We do have some.
Oh, hey, we do.
You just kind of get them from mining things and stuff.
Can I connect ME conduit to dense ME conduit?
Yes.
Should I use dense?
Dense is more expensive, so the only difference between the two is that you can only run 8 channels through the pleb one. But then again, if you're just branching off of the main one, then it doesn't matter. I think it was like a trunk and offshoot, trunk and branches.
I think I did it. Okay, so we have an ME interface. We have it exporting. I think we have everything we need. So now we need to go look up this. Using this is 1 nickel, 2 iron.
Okay, we theoretically should have more CPUs now. Assuming these come online. I actually don't remember how to hook these up, so maybe they won't. No, they should be totally fine. Go online.
Oh, it makes 3. Okay. Boom.
Okay, we now have 4 processing terminals.
Yay!
4 crafting CPUs. So we can make 4 things in parallel. So your 4 favorite things.
These are just 4 of my favorite things.
Brown paper packages.
1 ingot, 10 ingot, 3 copper. So let's get out the tin and copper. We don't need them. That. That. I think that was everything. Oh no. There's a blend up here I can get rid of. Yep.
His metallurgy confused was using 600 arithmetic.
Well.
I got 4 of them!
Oh, each of them is?
Yeah!
That's a lot. Sweet, I did it. We have automated hardened upgrade kit creation. Have these. So each of my signalum dynamos for the tree farm is outputting 600 RF per tick.
Surely that could be higher with augments in them, right?
That is with augments.
What augments are they running?
Triple better power output.
Oh wait, you had a biofuel one, right?
I also have a compression dynamo, yes.
Okay, there's an augment for a compression dynamo that makes it run. It can only run off of ethanol, but it gets way better at using ethanol then.
Ah.
Like, it's way better.
This is the ignition plugs, I assume?
Think so. It says on it.
Ah, okay. Ignition coils. Sorry, ignition plugs. Only refined fuel can be utilized. Ethanol sounds like a refined fuel.
That might be true. That might not be true. I can't remember.
Oh,
Yeah, there's the... Let's see.
Only gasoline, only elemental reaction. Oh.
Oh, it might be gasoline. That might be the one.
Yeah, I think gasoline. Well, maybe refined. I don't know what refined fuel is. What is it defined as refined fuel? Can I go look?
Oh, it's probably the one called refined fuel.
That's probably true. Which you get from naphtha.
Oh, which is crude oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, black gold, I tell ya.
Texas tea. Alright, well, yeah, naphtha from oils.
Alright, so that's run out.
Can we not...
Ethanol's good, but it doesn't do the thing.
Can we get oil from anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, from what?
You know. You can use it in things.
I see. Oh, you can get it from a crude oil tank, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
There's oil shale, which drops it, I know, for one thing.
It is not listed as a recipe anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, it's, bitumen is one thing that gives it. Which, yeah.
Oh, you can also get naphtha from liquefacted coal, of course.
Oh. Well, that's not too bad, then. It's just coal.
It is just coal.
Sweet, clean coal.
I do think we need either a nuclear craft melter or a magma crucible.
Yeah, crucible's not too bad.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll set up a reactor. Oh, I forgot. The other thing that we can use literally all your saplings for is there's multi-block freeform reactors called advanced generators, which I think they can run off of like that one base where we had all of that gas being made from things and stuff.
Yep.
They can run off of that.
Ah, all the
which
biogas.
we can turn all the saplings into. Yeah, it was like some form of biogas. And those apparently are quite good as well. Okay, so very, very long time ago, I was on a quest to make an ME controller.
And I was just trying to get all the upgrade kits into our auto crafting capabilities.
Okay, I'm gonna be AFK for a second.
Okay. Electrum gears. That's pretty standard. You're very quiet.
I feel like I'm about the same as I've always
Yeah,
been.
you're better now.
Okay.
Now you're better. I make you butter. Okay, so we need an alloy furnace.
Wait, that's awful. Are you sure we need one?
Sorry, an alloy smelter.
That's still awful.
Well, it's either that, or we figure out how to get destabilized redstone buckets into the system.
That's possible. You can smelt it in the magma crucible, and then fill it, and then store it. It's a little roundabout, but... Then again, don't let me hold back your dreams.
Okay, hey, can we destabilize redstone in the crucible?
Yeah, there.
Oh yeah,
magma
totally
crucible.
can. Okay. Well then, okay, so we destabilize redstone there. And then we somehow fill a bucket with it. And then we're good. Okay, hold on.
Nothing.
Doubt.
Yeah, then we use the fluid transposer I'm
Nice,
holding.
you're over there. I'm over here.
First I have to doubt.
To fill bucket with redstone, and you know what would be
I
a lot.
actually just needed the manufacturer. I don't care about, like, nuclear craft or whatever.
Alright, I did this. You did this? I did this. Oh.
See? I'm at start of the nuclear craft line. It wasn't me.
Uh-huh. What do I want? Advanced platings or loot chests?
Advanced plannings.
Got it. Took the loot chests.
Yes, do it anyway.
Wait, what was I looking at? Energetic infuser. I can't use energetic infusers to make signalum. I got a draconic evolution energy infuser.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what does a resonator do? Who knows? It doesn't say. Ah, you can't wear double Manaseer monocles? Oh, you can. It just means you're holding one of them. Perfect. Elite plating. Oh boy. Now we're getting somewhere.
Scheduled service interruption.
Hey, I got a wither builder. Should I build a wither somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
And an N-rod.
Oh, nice.
And another rod of the shifting crust. I have so
an
many of those.
N-rod.
I got some kind of explosive device that claims to be safe for mining.
Huh.
That sounds
I
like it's
believe it.
safe. For mining.
Only mining.
It's not empirically safe, it's just safe for mining.
Also, I got an endy pouch. I don't know how you guys live around this wind turbine.
We don't. I'm over here.
That's fair. So what exactly does something being safe for mining mean? Let's go into the deep dark and throw these around.
Ooh.
Bioplastic.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Yep.
Alright, it's way too annoying to go down the staircase in the deep dark. We're going to the magical forest. God, going back up is awful. I'm glad I decided to stop this when I did.
Yeah, it's in a perfect system.
I mean, I don't blame you for making a too tall staircase. I just hate it.
Yeah. Attitude. I hate myself. We could pulverize anything, but we can't pulverize iron.
What is that achievement for? Yeah, I got a mana weave robe bottom.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm guessing I just point this at something I want and throw it. That was a very large explosion. Yeah,
Was
and
it?
it just gave me all the ore and stuff that was in the walls.
Was it safe for mining?
blew up everything and then gave me the blocks, so yes.
That does feel pretty safe for mining.
I don't think you can get safer for mining.
Doesn't feel like it.
I feel like I need to find some things I'd rather throw this at now. An end longsword has interference, alien, and haste. That seems pretty good. I don't know what to repair it with though.
I'm confused.
Uh-huh.
Grains of Infinity.
Oh, yeah. You need them?
Yes.
Yeah, you totally just go and set bedrock on fire.
Oh, okay.
That's
What's simple enough?
it. I'm confused. I'm dead.
Longsword's the ones with the.
That
They have
was
like a lunge attack
fantastic.
or something.
Dark steel ingot. Careful. It's indestructible.
But is it unforgettable?
Unimaginable.
My axe seems better than that sword. I love that when you kill a kobold, they just kind of all scatter. Like, oh yeah, this guy means business, get out of here.
Jesus.
I'm so confused. There's just too much stuff. You were right about this alloy furnace, this alloy smelter. You gotta dig real deep to get to it.
Yeah. I don't think in the other, like in any of the other servers I played, I made it to it. I think we're basically there. Oh no, I'm out of flux crystals.
Okay, well there's gotta be a good way to make this signalum. It's just gotta be.
There's gotta be an explanation.
Okay, what is this Shibuichi alloy? Oh, that's really easy. Why am I complaining about this? That's nothing. And once we have Shibuichi, we can simply... Hold on, there's a thing for this. Yeah, fluid transpose. Destabilize redstone right into that alloy, and you get signal.
That sounds good.
How do you do patterns with fluids?
Not easily. I think there is a fluid crafter. Like, I think there's a way, I just couldn't tell you.
Hmm. How does the power bubble thing work again?
Power bubble thing.
The flux capacitor.
Oh, okay. So is yours charged or uncharged?
It's charged.
Okay. You shift right click it. You should see the front light up when it's in your hotbar.
So not in the bubble?
And then once it's active, then you put it in any bobble slot.
Alright.
Then it will charge any item that you are wearing or that you have in your hotbar that runs off of RF. But
What
still
about
flux.
how has to run off of RX? This runs off of EU. That's the problem.
Yeah. No can do.
Alright, well, how do I charge my new EU nanosuit body armor?
That you go. Do you remember where you charged the first one, where you wedged it into that? You wedged it into the energy cube in the main base.
Yeah, I think so.
You can just wedge it in there, and it'll charge.
Okay. Because somehow I killed a skeleton wearing a nanosuit body armor and got it.
Yep.
Seems a little bit shitty, but I'll take it. So many
ME
zombies.
fluid assembler is what I'm getting from people.
Okay.
So let's go look up what that entails. Oh, that's easy. It's just a molecular assembler and a 1K ME fluid storage component.
There you have it.
It's really just that easy. Uh-oh, we're missing polished stone.
It says device missing channel, but does it really mean it? It might mean it.
Oh wait, no, this is cobblestone.
We are basically out of service.
That's bad.
That is bad.
I can take these safe for mining explosive charges and go throw them at stuff.
Yeah, I can, and I probably will, actually.
I just put them in the thing, they're called like EFLN or something like that. Yeah, let's harvested these ender lilies.
I think that's a good thing. Unless you meant you just broke all my ender lilies.
No, I just made 3 ender lilies, or 3 ender pearls and ender seed.
Alright, then you just throw them in the system.
Nope.
Okay. Is that the obsidian TNT?
No, it's like, it's a 4-letter acronym that starts with E. E, F, yeah, E, F, L, N.
Okay. They definitely feel safe.
Yeah, I mean, these look like little Metroid morph balls. What could be wrong with those?
Well, that's off to the deep dark, I guess.
They don't look terribly hard to craft either.
Gonna mine them so good, they're gonna wish I didn't mine them so good. I should bring torches if I'm going to the deep dark.
It's probably a good idea, yeah.
Mildly important.
Oh yeah, the mystical constructs. I forgot about this weird thing. Minecraft got real weird at some point. Do we have a cobalt mining pickaxe?
Yes.
We have Manilian Manulin. Manulin.
Yeah.
Mandolin. Got it.
Mandolins.
Isn't there a way to upgrade
Manolith,
my
yeah.
pick?
Yes. You can, if you use a sharpening kit, you can actually just upgrade your existing pick to still repair with the same material but have a different mining level.
Yeah.
So if you make a Manolin mining pick, like a Manolin sharpening kit, then you can just combine it and a flint in the forge to just upgrade your pickaxe. To then mine at Manolin level.
How do I make a sharpening kit?
You pour one out in the smithy.
We already have a mold for it, by the way. So don't make a second one like I did. Or should I say a third one?
Third one.
So yes, in the smeltery, you have cobalt and ardite.
Yeah, at least it's easy to find since there's two of them.
Can't miss it.
2 ingots worth, which is 288 millibuckets. That's fair. What was I doing? Okay, so I have a magma crucible. Here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need fluid conduit.
Blue conduit's not that bad.
Yeah. Probably pressurized so I don't have to pay attention to gravity.
Don't think that's too bad either.
No, it's just conduit and fuse quartz. That's fine. Conduit binder and fuse quartz. So I'll just make myself a stack of those. Yeah, that was nothing. Okay. So now the real question, I have this magma crucible. How do I set up patterns on it?
What was the name of that thing?
So I have the fluid assembler. I have it built.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I've never used that.
Yeah.
I got my faith in you, though.
So what I'm hearing from people is that the fluid assembler produces, or just turns any fluid in a tank connected to it into a bucket of that if you have a pattern that includes a bucket.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I need that, though. Hold on.
Josh, what was the name of that thing that you referred me to?
What thing?
The mining thing.
Oh, me FAL? Yeah. No, EFLN.
EFL. That's it. It's like an EL. I'm in the deep dark and I'm gonna start hurling them every direction.
I imagine it'll be safe for mining.
It definitely felt safe. Wow, the thing really makes a little bit of a crater, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's great. Alright, so I combine this with a flint. How do you say I combine it with a flint?
And a tool forge.
And then my item of choice.
Yes. Your pickaxe. Is there a cave? There are caves in the deep dark?
I do not know.
Your item has to be fully repaired for it. As a note.
Yeah.
It won't work if it's not fully repaired.
It's very close to fully repaired.
It's a very binary distinction, unfortunately.
I think this repairs with obsidian. I think that's you throwing in all your gains.
Yeah. Technically, I think everything here, basically everything I'm throwing in is worthless except for the source codes. Because I think I'm at systems making most of this.
And if
It makes
there's
most of it. But not quartz.
stuff I use,
Oh, yeah.
the
I am
base
also...
crystals.
Okay, I'm not getting any of that.
That's unfortunate.
They are in the deep dark, though. Like, along the surface of the deep dark, there's just these crystals everywhere. So, like, you definitely could come here for these crystals and get a boatload of them.
Do we have quite clear glass?
No. I think that's easy enough to make, though, isn't it?
I think so.
Here's a question for you, Pyro, mostly.
Yep.
Let's say I have two machines. We'll say they're both from thermal expansion because they're going to be. Can I have the ME interface on one and the item conduit output on the other, and have the auto-crafting treat them as one thing?
The only thing that the ME system cares about is, so, like, literally, the ME system doesn't have a way of recognizing how it gets back into the system. It just says, like, I put this stuff in here, and then sometime later I expect it to enter my system, and when it does, then crafting's done.
Okay.
So long as whatever chain of process ultimately results in the item that you told the ME system, if it provided X amount of items that will make it, then it's fine.
Okay.
But yes, I think so.
Just trying
If
to
it
think.
if it's not a, you'd have to use one of the shapeless processing recipes in order to do that. If you're doing like a multi-machine thing, but
Yep. I mean, I have to. I'm
Yeah.
dealing with fluids.
yes.
Seems like such a hacky way to do it. My thought being, I can magma crucible and then just autofill a bucket afterwards. So the output is a bucket of whatever you try to make.
Yes.
But that means on the consumption side, it either needs a bucket in the recipe, or I need a way to figure out how to set it to pull out the bucket into a fluid and then throw the fluid into it.
So I think that the fluid, like one of the things is it'll it'll use a tank as if it was like a. It allows it to treat a tank as if it was a bucket of things.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't know how to make a pattern that includes a fluid in it.
I think it's just like you just use a bucket like normal, and then it under the covers it just doesn't actually use a bucket for it. It just pulls it out of the tank.
I guess I hope that's the case. I'm
Yeah,
worried it
so
would
I
actually
think it
always turn it into a bucket.
Yeah, I don't think so. There's an automatic torture, which torturer automatic puts down torches, which is rather useful for wandering around in the deep dark.
Oh yeah, I have
What about
something
that
similar.
mighty block thingy?
Mighty block.
The gold thing that we have in our base.
Not following yet.
The cave illuminator.
Oh yeah, that would also work.
Don't we have 2 of those?
That's
Yeah,
a
there's
solid
no
idea.
one in the system.
Oh, okay, here's the problem. The recipe that turns it into a fluid can't expect a fluid result. So you have to make it export a bucket, otherwise it doesn't know when it's done.
Oh, what?
Like, how would it know when it's done if it's just creating a fluid output directly?
Oh, do you have a recipe that crafts a fluid?
Yeah, basically, to do signalum ingots, I had to create destabilized redstone as a fluid. I could just set it up so that I make the signalum blend using a bucket of destabilized redstone.
Yeah.
I was really
One
hoping
thing
to
that,
avoid that.
One thing that you could do is just so like you can on the recipe you don't need your inputs to match. Like for example, all of my metallurgic infuser ones don't have the infusion slot in them. I just have a machine that is always filled with redstone that then I use for all of my metallurgic ones.
Oh, okay, so you'd suggest a separate fluid transposer for everything that I might need to transpose?
Yeah.
So I'd have one that has the stabilized redstone just pretty much all the time.
Yeah. That's it's a little bit wasteful, but I haven't thought of a way. It simplifies enough things upstream that I've found with it. It does allow like a lot of parallelization, but it's a little bit machine wasteful. But I
Yeah,
think it's a huge deal.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or just make the blend out of buckets and then have a solution for anything that can use a bucketed liquid.
I think that's what I did the last time I automated it. Was I just made out with a bucket?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I can still use the crafter, although I guess I don't need the fluid crafter if I'm just making buckets directly.
You wouldn't use it at all.
Yeah,
I wouldn't need it
so
rather.
I need the magma crucible and a fluid transposer to fill the bucket. Or just anything to fill the bucket, really.
Yes.
I'm going to assume this one's pretty efficient, though.
One of the things that's interesting about the deep dark is that since literally the entire place is dark, the crystals just stand out like a sore thumb on it. You can see a million miles in every direction. I think I'm wrapping up for today.
Okay.
I'm pretty happy with that. Got a good amount of stuff done.
Yeah. I would say the ultimate crafting table just doesn't even make sense.
Is that the huge one?
Yeah, the like 10 by 10 or 9 by 9 or something. Yeah, it's a 9 by 9.
Yeah, I love that one. Okay, I will talk to you all later.
See ya.
Alright, I'm gonna head out too.
Okay.
Good luck, I'm at.
Yep.
Vivi moved to AFK.
Huh. I'm gonna have to ask next time if I can put an interface here that will split the output between these so I can have redstone and bucket. Or wait. No, because I just have the fluid assembler that makes buckets automatically. I don't need this. At least I don't think so. I certainly hope not. Completely ruined his cabling for no reason. Oh boy. Whatever, we can fix it in post. So. We have this thing here. And we need this here. And so now we can... Right, because... No. We were right the first time. We do need this. Because... What did... Okay, whatever. Yes, we're going to have to figure out... Can we... I could just experiment. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if I can set it up that the interface is here. That was incorrect. So let's put a cable here. Yeah, that's not going to work. Ooh, but if we get up this again and go boop, can I go boop? And then have this go boom. No, not quite. Let's try this. No, it's not connecting. Desperation? Oh, ho, ho. It won't connect to that. That's annoying. That might be something we have to work through. I don't even know if this is gonna... so say that's input on the bottom. I don't even know if that's gonna work, but okay. So that might be the answer. We just have to figure out how to split the cabling properly. It might involve doing something like this. Can I not do that? I don't think I can do that. Crap. What is this? Interface and export bus. I see. Yeah. I think he needs both. So that's a problem. I could, like, turn this and then have this go out in front of him. I don't even hate that. Alright, let's just turn off everything for the moment. Okay, so that turned correctly. We're still going to get from the bottom, but now I'm going to pump out the back. No. Okay, so now this is going to pull in from the back and still pump out the top. And it's also going to pull in from the bottom. No, from this side. Yes. This is going to be... If this works, I'm going to be very proud of myself. Boom, boom. Okay. So we're going to need some filters, and I'm just going to... Actually going to kill that one and set you to not do that, but to yes, do that. If this works, is the question. Will it actually pass from there to here in a way that works for me? And maybe I could have just used this item conduit, but meh. I know how to use this stuff. So theoretically, we pass redstone in, it burns and comes out this side. We have to go behind to give it power. Shoot, I don't actually know where this is. Not there. There it was. Cool. And we'll just replace this block. And we need more ME conduit. Yeah, this stuff. We need more than one, though. It's not that hard to make, though. Because we have this, and we can just go boop, and right. That was the problem, the energetic alloy. But I think that's actually something he was working on. Steel blend, enriched iron. Okay, you know what? I think he was actually not working on that at all. Right. This is none of those things. Oh. That explains why it's none of those things. I don't suppose we brought an alloy furnace down here. Nope. Okay, well, I know where one is, so we can just go craft this junk. I'm not going to go for too much longer. That's worrying. We're almost out of disk space. Alright, so, energetic blend. Pretty simple. We're going to make a stack of that. And then to actually do this, we just need gold in addition to that. We should be able to just do half a stack. Take that back. Oh, yeah. So, boom and boom. This is not a speedy machine. Is there a faster way to make this junk? This, of course, but yeah, I don't really want to make that yet. So, the answer is no. They haven't given us a faster way to make this yet. We don't need a ton yet. Okay. Start with that. We just need to get something, you know. Oh, I should put those tanks over by the ethanol production. So we can make more ethanol and store a backlog. This is Halloween. Cool. So now, this guy here is in fact making that, and this guy here is waiting to fill it. This is not the fastest, but I don't really need it to be yet. Okay, so I think every redstone produces 100. So I've done that. We're auto-producing these buckets of redstone. So now what I want is filters. Specifically these filters. We have one reinforced. I'm gonna make a second reinforced if we can. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I need a second one now that I've done it. I think I just want a regular filter. Okay. Let's bring these down where we have access to them. I want this one to be faster, this one to be slower. And I want a bucket, which we don't have. Boom. Boom. Make one of these. Redstone. So if every redstone makes 100 destabilized, then we need 10. Take that back. So I want to whitelist redstone and whitelist buckets. Take this. Yeah, it's fine. Boy, I really hope it knows how to pull out of here correctly once we set up the pattern. So what I'm thinking is clear all that. 10 redstone produces... Redstone in a bucket produces one of these. That's my hope. My hope and dream. So I put this in here. And I put a bucket in the system, so we have a bucket. Yep. Make one of these. This threw 10 redstone in. I believe this threw a bucket in. It's not auto outputting. Huh. This isn't like upside down, right? And that is set to purple, right? Hello. Yep. So does this... No, it never received it. Take that too. And these. Huh. Trying to think of what might be causing that. Enabled. It's on fill mode. Let's try. The problem is it doesn't know how to craft buckets, so if I do this, it's going to say, yeah, we're missing a bucket. Well, you know what? That's an easy fix. Let's go tell it how to make buckets. Boom. Okay. Although it shouldn't need to know how. It should be... trying to say something, but I'm also distracting myself by running this routine. Shouldn't need to know how because of something. Right, the crafting that uses the buckets should also just toss out buckets. Okay, this is certainly not throwing it out, which... Does this have anything special? Always active. Yeah, no, this is just normal. Why? Oh, why didn't I just take the blue pill? Okay, so now I have everything set to red. Does this work? And if not, why? The conduit should be all attached to everything. Maybe this is where I need an export bus. I don't I don't know how his system works. I'm actually very confused. Like, how does this... So, I assume this says pressed redstone. Oh. Interesting. Okay, this isn't exported. Hi. I don't know why it's not exporting. That's something that I don't really want to deal with right now. So I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna call it a stream and be done. Toss these in here so that next time we can start making these signal and blends. Like, everything is feeding in correctly. It's just the output that's not happy. Do I have an Ender IO wrench? Or maybe this one will do it. Whatever. Yeah, we're done. You came at a sad time, sorry. That's something I understand in any way. Alright, so, look, text. Guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, I have automatic VOD turned on, so you can watch the past couple of months of this stream here on Twitch. Also, everything is exported to my YouTube channel. There's a link in the Twitch channel description down below somewhere. I don't know where. So you can catch up on what we've done so far. Also, we play games every Saturday, or roughly every Saturday. So yeah, tune in next weekend. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. Guys, thanks for watching and liking, commenting, subscribing, chatting. That's important. Following, and all the other good stuff you can do both here on Twitch and on YouTube, and I'll see you next time.